Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League and let's run this team. We're going to be using the Mandibuzz paired with the Shadow Marowak and the Superior. We are going to be able to switch out here into the Marowak onto their Toxapex. Now, we are going to be dealing a lot of damage, but we actually don't want this to go down too fast because we want as low health as possible. So we see the Gyarados come back in. We are going to tank whatever move they go for the Trailblaze, so nice play by them. We're going to use our Mandibuzz here to apply the pressure. We do grab a shield and they reveal Trailblaze. Most likely they're running Lunge as well. There's the Lunge debuffing our attack. Now we're going to be able to fire off the Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is debuffed, but we are going to chip away at this Gyarados. Gyarados applying a lot of pressure with these lunges. They are kind of boosted now. 2 Dark Pulses get used, and looks like we have to invest a shield here to avoid seeing this Gyarados in the back. So we're going to invest a shield just to take it out or grab that last shield. They decided to let it go. Oh no. Unfortunately, Driplim lurking in the back is going to be a huge answer for this Superior. We do get the debuff with our Leaf Tornado. However, as you can see, we're not running Aerial Ace, and we have no good moves to throw back at this Driplim. So this is a very bad situation. They're debuffing us. Only ways to try to catch a move. Ooh, unable to catch the move, and now they're going to have energy to throw back at the Superior. So super unfortunate. Driplim was in the back, especially since we've already revealed Mandibuzz. Kind of surprised didn't use the Driplim to come back in to take out the Marowak, but nonetheless, on to the next game. Okay, Sandslash here is going to be kind of neutral, believe it or not. Even though they're running Powder Snow, we can fight back with some Dark Pulses. Dark Pulse does do some neutral damage. They decided to go for another Ice Punch, getting us into the low red. They decided to let that go as well, and we're able to snipe their energy right there. We see the Gastrodon, and they also have Marowak in the back, so that's kind of a coin flip with that. That time, the Superior in the back was a good answer, but let's make it a little bit of adjustment here. We're going to change out the Superior into the Dunsparce. It was kind of a 50-50 call in certain matchups, but this will be a little bit more neutral. Here we're going to see the Drapion versus our Mandibuzz. We're going to see they have the Sludge Bomb. So far they've only revealed Aqua Tail, so we're in a good spot here. You can see these Aerial Aces also are pretty much dealing as much as they're doing with their Aqua Tails. Both of us are in the yellow now. We are going to have back-to-back, so we're going to fire off this Aerial Ace. It does get them into the red. They're going to throw another Aqua Tail most likely. There it is. We are just barely in the red now, but you can see they are able to get to another Aqua Tail. We can survive that one. And we're just going to switch out here. What do we see in the back? Okay, Ferrothorn in the back. We'd rather see it now. So we did bait out the Ferrothorn. Interesting enough. Shadow Ferrothorn is going to fire off a Power Whip. We are going to be able to survive the first one. We're going to fire off a Joran here, getting them into the red. So far, neither of us love shielding. We just are saving the shield from the back. There's the shield finally. Shadow Ferrothorn does decide to go for the Power Whip, but we do have the Marowak in the back. Looks like 2-shield Marowak was the answer. They have their own Golurk, Shadow Golurk at that. We force out the first shield. We're going to be able to get to another Bone Club here, and down goes their Golurk. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game. Kind of just whittling down their lead, and then switch out into the Dunsparce, able to get a little bit of energy advantage, and luckily able to apply the pressure. Okay, here we have a sticky situation. Pangoro, kind of interesting to deal with. We're going to let the first one go. Ends up being the close combat. So now we're going to force out a shield for potential huge damage. So they decided to shield. We're going to switch out into the Marowak. We're going to let the first one go. Ends up being the Night Slash. And we're going to see how much damage we're doing. Okay, we can shield here, potentially farm down. No, we don't allow us to get there. So we're going to fire off this Rock Slide versus the Superior. The Superior is dealing a lot of fast move damage, but they're going to be able to get to Arrow Ace before we get to the move. We're going to fire off this Arrow Ace here. It does grab that second shield, so we're in a good spot. They decide to throw the move Arrow Ace. We're going to be able to survive it. They come back in here with the Pangoro. We think this is close combat. Yes, so we do shield once, and now we're looking for the farm down. Will this farm down pay off? Night Slash does get used, and we see Superior come back in. So Superior here, pretty tanky, and you can see it soaked up the 2 Rock Slides. And now it comes down to whatever's in the back. Oh, ends up being the Clocksire. Clocksire is going to be tricky to do. We are going to be able to fire off this Draw Run. We're going to force some energy right here. This will reveal what moveset. Oh, and they're running Stone Edge. Doesn't matter though, because even a Sludge Bomb would be able to take us out from here. You can see we just do not have enough energy, and there goes the Stone Edge. So GG's to our opponent. That was interesting. In hindsight, definitely probably should have fired up the Arrow Ace versus that Pangoro. And then at that point, we got to hope that the Dunsparce beats whatever's in the back, but kind of a tough game. So we're going to switch out into the Dunsparce versus this Clocksire. They're staying in, firing off an Earthquake. That's fine. We can tank it. We're going to go for this Draw Run here. It does grab a shield. Interesting enough. They come back in here with the Feraligatr. Interesting. So Feraligatr as a switch, we're going to shield here because we are very close to another move, and we're going to see if we can get the shields down. We don't want this Feraligatr to have any shields, so they decided to let it go. We're going to be able to get to this Draw Run here to chip away. We're going to let this go because we have another answer for this Clocksire. So they just revealed Sludge Bomb. Okay, so Sludge Bomb is not going to do that much to our Mandibuzz, so we're going to stay in, fire off this Bone Club on good timing versus this Zoomerl. Looks like we CAP tied here. We have to shield. Yep, there's the shield, and now it comes down to, are we going to be able to catch another move? Yes, we will. This is going to be the Ice Beam that we can tank on our Mandibuzz. We're going to fire off an Arrow Ace here before they get to another move. However, it doesn't KO. They switch out. Interesting. Okay, we're going to be able to get to this Dark Pulse here to chip away at this Clocksire. We know they don't have Stone Edge, so this is Sludge Bomb. They got to get to another one, but we're going to switch out here to get the energy advantage so we can get to a move. We win CAP tie, and we are able to take out this Azumarill. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoy the video.